What's up? What's up? Oh yeah. Still getting this set up, you know what I mean? This is part of the setup. This is what it's like having to get set up, you know what I mean? Alright. Good evening, good morning to the people of Earth. I hope everybody is having a great day out there. And wherever you're watching this from, if it's nighttime wherever you're at, I hope you had a great day. And today has been an exciting day for cryptocurrency all around, all together. And yeah, there's definitely been a few things that have taken place that I think it's very important for us to know about. And with that, we're just going to go ahead and get into a few things here right away. Let me just make sure that everything can be seen. There we go. All right, cool. So, this is Sovereign Starseed. This is my show where I like to talk about the cryptocurrency news, and there's a lot of advancements that take place in that sphere, and I like to end up bringing to you usually some of the most important highlights, or the highlights that I find most interesting, because not only do we like to talk about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, but we also like to talk about sovereignty and about the people of Earth waking up, and basically about Earth being able to take her power back, which I think is something that's very crucial, and that's why we're here. So thank you so much for joining. And yeah, so tonight I just wanted to go ahead and start off by saying that there's some interesting things that we were talking about last night on last night's show. And actually, let me go ahead and make sure that I got the Discord up and going. Boom. Okay. And then yeah, just making sure that last night on last night's show, I thought it was pretty interesting because we talked about a few things, and one of those things was the crisis that Zimbabwe is going through and how Zimbabwe is dependent already on Bitcoin. And it's just something that you have to pay attention to it whether you want to or not, because it's going to affect you. It's going to affect you at some point. And so just knowing about it earlier gets you, forewarned is forearmed, as they say, and as we say here. And so something else that I just wanted to end up talking about was that, there's a time for new technologies to pervade and to make themselves known in the world, and the time for cryptocurrencies and decentralized ledgers and blockchain technologies, those things, they're all needed and they're all necessary for right now. And so yeah, just as I'm just taking a look at a few things here, making sure that everything is still good. Boom. Okay, I'm just getting everything all nice and ordered here. Okay. All right. So, yeah, first thing that I wanted to go ahead and kind of touch down on was about Zimbabwe, because it's pretty much the most pertinent thing right now. And yeah, so basically what's interesting is last night I had reported that Bitcoin is something that people turn to in crisis, and Zimbabwe is definitely in crisis. And I had definitely thought about how like Zimbabwe is not the only country. Puerto Rico, Mango's in the house. What's up, bro? Glad you made it. Um, like Zimbabwe is not the only country that's going through crisis right now, but there are other countries that are going through it, such as Puerto Rico and Venezuela. And because those countries are going through their own crises right now, it's pretty important for us to know that it's pretty typical for us to maybe see them depend on cryptocurrency soon as well. And we had also talked about how last night the president of Zimbabwe, due to being in this crisis, was denying a meeting where he was supposed to go to Parliament today. And he was supposed to meet with Parliament, and basically Parliament was asking him to resign. So he denied going to that meeting as of yesterday when I was reporting on it from the news that I knew. And he instead was going to call for a meeting with his cabinet. Well, it turns out today that he resigned. And so now Zimbabwe does not have a president. They're restructuring themselves. And it seems as though that probably the vice president will probably step in and will try to restore some order there, because there's a lot of chaos happening in that country right now. And how does this all relate here? This relates because people are becoming free in Zimbabwe, as well as people are using cryptocurrencies in Zimbabwe, and they're finding that Bitcoin is going to pretty much be the one currency that's going to like take over all other currencies, just because of its usefulness, because of its fungibility, because of how quickly it can get to the other side of the globe. So from those types of things, should Zimbabwe start to really adopt cryptocurrency, I think they could restructure themselves really fast. So it's just really interesting because, yeah, this is getpocket.com. Zimbabwe's, oh, my bad. This is the BBC. I was using my Pocket app. Boom, here, let me actually, I hate all the ads. Okay, yeah, so a lot of people were pretty excited about this news. Zimbabwe's president, Robert Mugabe, has resigned, bringing an end to 37 years of rule and sparking jubilant celebrations in the nation's streets. A letter from Mr. Mugabe, read out by the Speaker of Parliament, said the decision was voluntary and he had made it to allow a smooth transfer of power. The news abruptly halted an impeachment hearing that had begun against him. So this is basically, there was an impeachment hearing that was pretty much happening today, and he was like, wait a second, you can't fire me because I quit. So that's pretty much how this happened. And so a lot of people are happy because they're getting their freedom back, they're getting their sovereignty, they're being able to see, look at the joy on these people. This is beautiful. According to the Constitution, his successor should be the current vice president, Mufoko, a supporter of Grace Mugabe. The ZANU PF chief whip, Lovermore Matuki. I'm sorry if I am pronouncing these all wrong. I know I am, so my bad. I'm just trying to get the news out. Told Reuters news agency that Mr. Mnangagwa would be in the office within 48 hours. Wow, so the vice president should be taking over within about 48 hours. Cheers and blaring cars signaled the end of the Mugabe era. The man who dominated Zimbabwe for so long has already begun to fade into history here. It's a singing city with the noise of joy. Exactly a week after the military first moved against Mugabe, I was standing in Parliament as legislators debated the motion to impeach him. Suddenly, there was cheering. An usher approached the speaker and handed him a letter. He stood to speak, and we strained to hear his words. They were muffled but momentous. Robert Mugabe had resigned. On the floor of the parliament, I met jubilant MPs. Some danced. Celebrations spilled into the hallways and out into the street. Of people who endured white minority rule and then saw their independence become tyranny, found themselves suddenly free. That's beautiful. UK Prime Minister Theresa May, and right now she's not very high up on my list, I gotta say, said Mr. Mugabe's resignation provides Zimbabwe with an opportunity to forge a new path free of the oppression that characterized his rule. Wow. The U.S. Embassy says it's a historic moment. South Africa's main opposing Democratic Alliance welcomed the move, saying Mr. Mugabe had turned from liberator to dictator. We have removed a tyrant, but not yet a tyranny. Civil society group for the Platform of Concerned Citizens called for dialogue between all political parties, which it said should lead to the formation of a national transitional authority. Dang, this is something that I'm excited for. That's very nice. So, right on. Very good, very good. So, like, I'm very happy to see this, and I think that this is definitely something that, you know, these people have been wanting for a while. This is something that these people have been needing for a while, and so get it. You know what I mean? More power to the people of Zimbabwe. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. So, you know, we just talked about that last night, and now what crypto? I'm sorry, I don't even want to give it away, but I just did. But I was going to say, what currency do you think Zimbabwe is going to use as it tries to get itself back into order, as it tries to transition from the tyranny that it's in right now to a flourishing nation that it's about to be? What currency do you think they're going to use? Is there a currency out there that's really convenient, really easy to get, really easy to send and participate with the rest of the world with? I think there is. And I think it's beautiful that we're alive right now. So, next in news, I just wanted to go ahead and talk. Man, I copied all these the wrong way. So let me go ahead and set up these articles different. Boom, put the reader view on. Put the reader view on. Okay, head of Europe's central bank, President Draghi, says cryptocurrency is still limited. The head of Europe's central bank thinks cryptocurrencies are too low impact to regulate. Mario Draghi said digital currencies are not a threat to the European Central Bank over the euro due to a lack of adoption within the 27-member economic bloc. As a result, cryptocurrencies' impact on the economy would be limited. He was quoted telling lawmakers, "We think that all this is pretty limited, so it's not yet something that could constitute a risk for central banks." Oh, Draghi. Oh, Draghi. Let's sit down and talk, buddy. Maybe you should just Google Jamie Dimon and look at his history in the last few months, and you'll be able to see that he did the same thing, man. He said the same thing because he didn't quite comprehend exactly what this is, and then he had to come back on his statements. So, you know, what I think is kind of interesting is that we should all be looking for a European Central Bank to see if they're making any purchases right now. If anybody close to Mario Draghi or anybody like that is making any purchases. Ugh, excuse me, it's been a long day. Making any purchases and what the size of those purchases are. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, basically European Central Bank doesn't think that Bitcoin is relevant yet. And that's pretty cool, in my opinion, because that means that there's still quite a few people that have not tapped in yet. And you guys listening to this right now, getting in on this and learning about cryptocurrency and learning about this new beautiful technology that's taken over the planet, you guys are seeing it before some of the big players are seeing it. Doesn't that feel good? That's such an awesome, awesome thing. So good to be able to have a playing field where you can get in right now before some of the biggest players have still stepped in. And you could get in with even $10, guys. There's links in the description for Coinbase if you haven't already signed up to get that, but get on that. You know, start buying in. This stuff is great. It's great. So next, let me go ahead and change the blah blah reader view mode and get the real reader view mode. Boom. Okay, so I just quesoed myself. All right, so Coindesk.com, they are reporting today that Morocco regulators warn of penalties for cryptocurrency use. So Morocco's Foreign Exchange Authority has stated that the use of cryptocurrencies within the country can lead to penalties under existing rules. The office, The Change, says that transactions made using cryptocurrencies within Morocco constitute an infringement of the exchange regulations that are punishable by penalties set out in current laws, a translated press release said. The office also urges the general public to comply with the provisions of the foreign exchange regulations, which stipulate that international financial transactions must be carried out through authorized intermediate. God. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and go into translation mode for a second, shall we? Okay, so the controllers also demand the slaves comply with the slave rules of the plantation rules, which stipulate that slave transactions must be carried out through slave owners and only with the money listed by the slave owner and the slave owner's central bank. That's what that says. So I feel the way I feel. I feel the way I feel. And like, that's just the way that you can see what that means. Okay? Because I urge anybody to end up using this stuff because it's beautiful and you could do so many awesome things with it. And I fully well believe that Morocco's going to do a 180 on this stance. It's going to realize that as the rest of the world starts to use cryptocurrencies and it decided to opt out, it's going to be in a world of hurt. Okay? So the office warned, this is a hidden payment system that is not backed by an organization. The use of virtual currencies entails significant risks for their users. Hey man, the use of whatever the Moroccan currency has risks as well. And the fact of the matter is the risk is far greater there because the whole game is controlled by a small organization. And I don't think the office is really getting what this is clear that you can see that whenever anybody's talking against this stuff, they don't get what it means. And it's up to us guys to show them that. And sometimes I get a little passionate about it, but it is up to us to end up using compassion, to end up showing love to the regulators in Morocco and say, hey, let's talk. And also the European Central Bank, Mario Draghi, let's talk. We just don't get it, and that's okay. Let's all sit down. Let's talk. Because, see, what you're trying to say right now is this is a hidden payment system. Hidden from whom? What are you talking about? And it is not backed by an organization. Well, yeah, that's the point. That's what I want, baby. I want something that's not backed by an organization. And actually, because of all the tracking and all the stuff that you guys are making me have to file, I don't mind that it's hidden. It's not so bad. Not so bad. For me to now get on the internet and not have to be inundated with crazy, targeted, personalized ads that enrich my Facebook or Google experience. Because now I'm buying things with a blockchain that can't be tracked. Here, this poses an interesting question. What do you think would happen if Google Analytics decided to tap into Bitcoin blockchain and found a way to link Bitcoin transactions to purchases? What would that do? So anyways, Morocco right now, it just doesn't, it's understanding right now, and we need to help Morocco come from understanding to comprehending. So let's help Morocco, comprehend, as well as Mario Draghi and the European Central Bank, so that way we can start to unify as a species. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, next, I just kind of wanted to talk about something that, I titled this video, FCC on net neutrality, because every day until the decision is made, I'm going to be talking about that on this channel. If you don't like it, that's just fine. It's okay. But I'm going to continue to talk about it. And I titled this video FCC on net neutrality because it's a joke, first of all. And so surprise. But basically, I wanted to kind of make a statement if from the mouth of the FCC, if the FCC were to go ahead and put a quote on its actions right now that I think sums it up really well. And it doesn't even go credit to me, but I ended up seeing this online. I saw this on Reddit, and at first it's so interesting because it's translation time tonight. So first of all, it's similar to a statement that EA had created, not very long ago, but on Battlefront 2 recently, EA had said something that really got royally hated on the internet. Okay? And so I'll just go ahead and tell you this. Let's just read this little part here because, with this, there's a lot of gamers that watch, right? And even though I don't game a lot yet, I'm getting into it, baby. I downloaded so many cool games today on my phone. I'm probably going to be iOS. So, alright. Anyways, check this out. EA manages to piss off a record number of gamers. It digs a shallow grave for Battlefront 2. So as of the time of this writing, EA has the record of having the most downvoted post in Reddit history. Their new Star Wars game, Battlefront 2, requires players to either slog through 40 hours of gameplay to unlock one of the game's heroes, such as Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, or they can pay to speed up the process by purchasing credits, all but necessitating microtransactions on top of $60 purchase price had people a tad upset. In response to a user's comment about seeking a refund, EA issued what could very well be the most poorly worded statement we've yet seen from the troubled company. So, this is what EA said about saying, yeah, you could end up buying Luke, or you could buy Darth Vader, or you'd have to end up playing for 40 hours. What you want? Check this out. They said, the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. As for cost, we selected initial values based upon the data from the open beta and other adjustments made to milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per player credit earn rates on a daily basis and will be making constant adjustments to ensure that players have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course attainable via gameplay. We appreciate the candid feedback and the passion the community has put forward around the current topics here on Reddit, our forums, and across numerous social media outlets. Our team will continue to make changes and monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon and as often as we can. That was their quote. That was their response. To say that many interpreted EA's response as disingenuous is an understatement. The post on Reddit had 500,000 downvotes within 24 hours. Many called bullshit on the claim that unlocking the system was built to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment, when it's clear it's designed to literally bore players into buying access to parts of a game they've already overpaid for. So, EA is going to be backpedaling like crazy. And so this is just kind of like where I wanted to go ahead and show you guys another comment that I read on Reddit. And this is adapted from the statement we just read through what the FCC will be saying, and pretty much is saying to anybody, even before this decision has been made. But once the decision is made, this will pretty much be along the guidelines of what the FCC will say. So they'll say something probably like, you'll be like, why are we doing this net neutrality thing? Like, why are you charging me like $15 to access Facebook and $5 to access Instagram, and then like another $3 to access Reddit? So basically, they're going to say the intent is to provide internet users with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different websites. As for cost, we selected initial values based upon data from Verizon, AT&T, and other corporations towards milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per user credit earn rates on a daily basis, and we'll be making constant adjustments to ensure that users have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course attainable via internet usage. We appreciate the candid feedback and the passion the community has put forth around the current topics here on Reddit, our forums, and across numerous social media outlets. Our team will continue to make changes and monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon and as often as we can. So imagine that, guys. Imagine if the FCC came out and decided to say something like that. That's very well what I feel could and would happen if the decision to do away with net neutrality and to prioritize the internet for people that have money to pay for more of the internet instead of leaving it free and open for all. That's pretty much what's gonna be said there. Any comments? Hey, Pacific Ocean, thank you for joining in. Good evening here tonight. Any comments about Bitconnect? Yeah, I mean, Bitconnect right now, it's good. It's one of the few investment platforms that have been paying out the entire time, even though we've been going through these transaction problems and all of these things. It's so weird how Bitconnect is able to constantly pay out. So, there's lots of people out there that like to call it a Ponzi. They like to call it a scheme, a scam. And you know what? If it's a scam, it's paid me more than what I put into it. I can understand why you'd say that. I can understand. Hey, I'm right here to end up talking to you, man. Have you already signed up an account? If not, click on the link in my previous descriptions, bro. Just sign up. Because I'll show you. Actually, I'd have to do all the login and all that stuff, and I don't want to do the two-factor thing while I got the music playing and all that. The house of cards could fall apart one day. Yes, you're right. You're right. what I would say about that statement right there is, that's exactly right, but, that's only as valid for BitConnect as it is for Bitcoin and as it is for dollars. The house of cards for fiat dollars is going to fall away someday too. And what water will we be swimming in then? Where will we go? So like BitConnect is, it's paid me out, man. And I can tell you this, that like, you can get paid back. You can transfer it into Bitcoin every day, and you could transfer it out of BitConnect every single day. And so you can do that if you want to keep the risk low. And I did that for a little while, but then like, I don't know, I've really been seeing a lot of cool things that they've been doing lately. And like, they just had this big conference, and here in a few days, like within about 2 weeks, they're supposedly supposed to be launching a debit card. And so if they do that, dude, then it's over. It's amazing. All these people have tried. Cool, right on. Yeah, do the Coinbase thing. Coinbase is good, man. There's no problem there. But for me, I'm on the compound game, you know what I mean? And for me, Bitconnect is compounding faster, and I can transfer that back into Bitcoin every day and then just shoot that back to my Coinbase every single day. So, that's actually part of how I'm starting to pay off some of my debts, is that like I wouldn't be able to end up having some of my debts to be able to pay off if it weren't for Bitconnect already. So, what I'll say is that like if the house of cards falls apart tonight, then I'm already at like 115% ROI. So I've already got all my money back plus 15%. And it hasn't fallen apart yet. So, follow, subscribe, turn on the post notifications if you want to learn about it. If you, I'm going to start putting together some investment videos for the subscribers. And I'm going to be doing that for Twitch. So, subscribe on Twitch and turn on the notifications, because then I'm going to end up making some videos for people that want to end up knowing about some of the moves that I'm making with cryptocurrency. And then that way you can see, just kind of like what I'm doing. And then if you want to make the same moves, you can. If you don't, then go for it. The risk, hey, the risk is cool too. Yeah, the risk. Let me tell you about the risk, bro. I first threw into Bitconnect like end of July. Okay, I threw into Bitconnect like the end of July, and then on my old YouTube channel, I posted up a video, bro. You could even watch on my old YouTube channel. I was logging into my Bitconnect account, and the site went down. And so like the whole thing went boom, it went down, and everybody thought, hey, Akamakem4, ciao, good evening, so glad that you joined the room, everybody. Welcome, Akamakem, my friends are your friends. But anyway, Pacific Ocean, yeah, I was gonna say Bitconnect went down right in front of my face while I was doing a stream, and it was amazing because it went down. I wrote into their support desk. Their support desk was like, look, there was a glitch that was found in our system. People were double crediting their accounts. A whole bunch of money has been stolen out of Bitconnect. I made this big, yeah, for sure, dude. I was live like, oh, fuck. Bro, it was so funny. And so, Akamakem, we're talking right now about Bitconnect, and we're talking about the two sides of the same coin. We're talking about the pros and the cons, because I've always talked on this channel, and I've always preached that everything is a double-edged sword. I've even talked about, Bitcoin being a huge scam as well. So like, no, I'm not closed-minded to it. I'm not closed-minded, close the eyes to it. But Bitconnect went down, dude, and moment of oh shit. Yeah, what he's talking about right there is I was doing a stream, and I was doing it on this website, Bitconnect, and the website went down, and I had a lot of money in Bitconnect. I had so much money in this website. I still do right now. But this site, I was trying to refresh the page while I was doing a stream like this right now, and the site went down, and I wasn't freaking out. I was like, whatever, whatever. And I wrote to them, and they said that like there was a whole bunch of money that was stolen. People were able to credit their account twice, and we are asking the people to return their money. And I made a YouTube video. This was when I was just doing YouTube. I made a YouTube video. I made and in my video I was like, hey, y'all are stealing. Anybody that double credited their Bitconnect account, y'all are stealing. And now the site is down. And what was so cool is that a lot of people returned the stolen funds, and there were so many funds that were recovered that Bitconnect was able to come back online and go back operational within about 4 days. And that happened like mid-August, something like that. Type in Bitconnect is down. Look for the Smooth Experience on YouTube. That was my channel. That was my old channel. So you can see that video happening, and then you'll see a few days later, Bitconnect is back up, baby. And so when you hear about that, let me just ask you, you know, like how many companies have you seen go through the amount of stress that Bitconnect went through, and then come out on the other side still trying to give honor to its customers? I haven't seen very many, especially in today's day and age, and especially over a product that isn't regulated by any government. You know what I'm saying? They could have easily ran off with the money back in August, but they didn't. They keep on going, and there it is, man. So, you know, there's other concerns with Bitconnect that I have as well. You know, there's some tax concerns that I think that, you know, that people may have to end up paying attention to with Bitconnect in the future. Am I worried about it though? No, I'm cool with it, man. And like, here's the other thing. Anybody that's watching this too now, thank you first of all for joining. It's great that you're here tonight, and it's great that you guys are talking in chat. Thank you so much. Let's try to get some shares on this. Let's try to get some likes. Let's try to get this message out here, because I'm trying to create a community, and I like to create a chat and a community every night where we can kind of like get together and we can talk about this stuff. And I stream every night at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or 5 Universal Time. So anyways, what I was going to say is that, yeah, with Bitconnect, like, dude, they have gone down and come back up. And there have been other sites that have gone down and just ran with the money, and they're never coming back. And so Bitconnect, because it came back, has now restored a lot of my trust. As well as, look at this, man, like, I don't know if I can find it, but they just recently did this awesome event. Bum, 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 bum. They just did this awesome event, Bitconnect did, where they had this huge conference. And right there, that tells me that if these people are having a big conference and celebrating some of their biggest traders and things like that, then, you know, they're willing to end up putting themselves out there. So it's been around as long as Coinbase or blockchain. Yeah, I don't know how long Bitconnect has been around, but I'm all like, look, man, like, I've made more in it, or I've pulled more out of Bitconnect than I've put into it the whole time. And so that right there, dude, right there, like, that's like, if it was a scam right now, then it would only scam people that didn't get back all their return. And if you want help with learning on how to maximize your return and get your return back like as fast as possible, I will help you, because I love doing this stuff, dude. I love it. So let me just see what's going on here. It's mostly marketed by Greg and Juliana. Who is that? Who's Greg and Juliana? That's cool, bro. You can post links, I think on Periscope. I'm not sure if they'll block a link, but like, you can post links, bro, and I'll click on it. But I know that on Twitch and on YouTube, I got it switched up, so now you can end up posting links without getting banned. But yes, dude, that's so amazing. People they use to advertise on YouTube. Oh, okay. Greg and Juliana. Interesting. Well, shoot, man, they're making an advertiser out of me, bro, because, like, I'll tell you this, like, almost every other site has had problems with paying out one way or another, including these exchanges, bro. But Bitconnect, the whole time, has been paying out like clockwork. So I'm like, this is crazy. If it's a scam, it's like a 100% transparent, paying me every day scam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look at any cryptocurrency on YouTube, they'll show them everywhere on ads. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, and not only that, but like on places like CoinMarketCap and stuff like that, you'll see Bitconnect, right? Let's see if they're on there right now. Usually they're like right here. All over on this side. Oh, look. Boom. Son. Bitconnect right up at the top, baby. Yeah. So, you know, as you can see right there, man, like that's where it's happening. That's where it's happening. I don't know, like if it was a scheme, if it was a scam, and CoinMarketCap has had this up here for months, they must be making something on it. They say they earn money by recruiting more people. Okay, I can tell you that on BitConnect, you do earn money when people use your link. Like, I will say to this right now, shamelessly, anybody that's watching, if you want to get into BitConnect, I'll teach you about like how to make money on this. And if you use my link, then you help me out as a small thank you with some of the investments that you make. But let me just say right now, Pacific Ocean, that you do not have to do that at all. You do not have to have anybody sign up, and you can still compound this stuff fast, super fast, and create like a snowball effect where you start like making so much money coming at you that it just like starts blowing up in your face in a good way, in the best way possible. So yeah, bro, I hope some of that's helping, man. What other questions? What other things y'all want to talk about? Actually, let me go ahead and open up the Discord here. And the final thing that I'm going to talk about too is Genesis Mining. So Genesis Mining came out with its unlimited lifetime, it's open-ended lifetime Bitcoin mining contracts today. And they have a small amount. I wouldn't trust or click on any referral links for cryptocurrency. Okay, yeah. You know what? That's like that's a very low risk way of seeing that, you know, and that's definitely a very it's a very low risk and safe and cautious way of doing that. No problems at all whatsoever with that mindset. If you are interested, I can show you that through my channel. You can see where I've already been making some money on these programs without even having a referral. Some of these programs, there's programs that I haven't even talked about on the channel yet that I've already made so much money on, and I don't even have any referrals. So, stolen credit cards. Stolen credit cards. Not just stolen credit cards, but after the Experian hack, recently stolen social security numbers, stolen secret questions and secret question answers, and all these other things. So, you know, bank sketchy sites to stolen ID, for sure. I can say that, you know, it's hard for me to not say that that's not the same way with the fiat currencies that we have out as well. It's the same way with those fiat currencies. So let me go ahead and get up in here, and I'm going to get into my Discord room. And I'm going to post the link up here so that you guys can go ahead and see it. taking grain of salt. Yo, I like I like the autocorrect on that one. Taking grain of salt, taking it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I understand. I understand completely. Fiat currency is something we can touch. So yeah, I agree with you. Fiat currency we can touch. You're right. But how much do we actually touch anymore? Over 90% of our global fiat currencies are digital now, and just a comma and some decimal places on a bank hard drive, on a insecure bank hard drive that's centralized in one building, aka a hacker dream. You know what I'm saying? Or we can look at this blockchain, and it's where everybody has everybody's transactions, and nothing but a quantum computer can hack that. And there may be other things out there, you know. I don't want to be too naive and just say that it's just like impenetrable. But all right, some people are old school. Cash is reliable. Cash is reliable, but I'll tell you this: there are going to be some people out there that are not going to be taking cash for very long once they see the value of Bitcoin. Plus, developing countries are going to be using this so much that it's going to make cash obsolete and Bitcoin so valuable. As these governments continue to expose themselves to the truths they created, the demand for these digital geek coins is going to shoot through the roof, mark my words. Blackouts, paying off debts. Yeah, I could see that. The old saying, cash is king. Yeah, there are some people out there that are doing that. I'm posting up the link to the Discord the Discord voice chat room. Go ahead and click on the link. Plug in a headset if you want to, you know, do a voice chat with me. If you want to hang out and talk over audio, you know, go ahead and just click on the link, and we could talk about anything that's on your mind. And it could be anything that's on your mind, but my favorite things are cryptocurrencies and sovereignty and investing and spirituality, things like that. There was a couple that tried to live off Bitcoin for a few months and it failed. Yeah, I could definitely see how that could fail. You know, right now, that couple is a pioneer. That couple is one of the smartest couples because they are paving the way for the rest of us. So that's amazing. And you know what? As soon as I pay off some of my debts, you can bet I'm going to be living off of Bitcoin for as long as I can. And I'm going to document it here on this channel. I'm going to be doing it more on Twitch. So get the Twitch account. Follow me. Turn on the post notifications. Bitcoin fluctuate in price in heartbeat. Yeah. It can. But let me just say this. Some of the biggest bankers around the world right now have already tried to slam it with all of their might and all of their clout. And even then, they still haven't seen Bitcoin go back down to zero. China has banned Bitcoin. And then the price just chugged right along from there. Shining Rays. Hey. What's up, Shining Rays? So glad you could make it. My friends are your friends. Welcome to the room. Everybody's welcome Shining Rays in. So, 225 Pacific Ocean. Not the best settling debts. So, not the best at settling debts right now because not a lot of people have adopted it. But every day this thing is like ringing off the hook and people are adopting it faster and faster and faster. And then it's going to make people want to use it. So, today I just wanted to go ahead and say when I woke up, something amazing happened. And I got this message from Genesis Mining saying we have actually found a tiny little bit of mining hardware, and we've opened up our mining contracts. And so, guys, I just wanted you guys to see this here, that these Bitcoin contracts are open-ended. And as one of my best investment moves that I've made in cryptocurrency, I've bought some of these Bitcoin contracts here. And these Bitcoin contracts are going to pay out until Bitcoin is no longer profitable. And right now, I'm really surprised that these contracts are even still around. Changes value. It does change value. You can't see your chat. I know, Shining Rays. I'm trying to figure out why I can't see my chat either. Let me try to get something set up here. Economics rule money only. Economics rule money only has value because we say so. You're right, bro. And how many people want? You're exactly right. How many people want to deal with Trump dollars right now? Because that's what they are. How many people want that, bro? Like that's where I'm at. Who represents the dollar? Besides all of us, you know, like there's many answers to that question. But you know, think about that. Okay, let me trying to get something else set up here with chat. 450, 1300.
Charlie's a hell of a drug.
There we go. Here we go.
I must be losing my mind.
There we go, guys. Got the chat. All right, so not everybody will see or accept Bitcoin as payment. Okay, you're right. You're exactly right. But you know, that's gonna happen at some point in the future. Like I think a long time in the future. I'm thinking like maybe the year. What do you think? What year do you think people will have to make the choice on whether they want to still keep a bank account or if they want to get a crypto wallet for free? I think it might happen in the year about like 2050, 2060. Hey, you're welcome, Shining Rays. So glad that it worked. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Not everyone in the world will accept Bitcoin as payment. I mean, I understand that, and I see where you're coming from. But, you know, it's important for us to know, too, that, you know, not everybody in the world right now accepts dollars as payment. And guess what? Not everybody in the... Check this out, bro. How many people in the world are able to even get a bank account right now because of some restriction that they have in their country? Whether that be like their president sucks. Let me just go ahead and see here. Gold or cash, not digital. Why not digital? Let's talk about it, bro. I love these. I love this stuff. Hey, yo, if you got Discord, you can hop up in a voice chat too. Just saying, just saying.
I must be losing my mind.
Okay, that's good to know. A lot of the sheeple aren't going to want to switch to blockchain. Why do you think that people aren't going to want to switch to blockchain? Some people wouldn't trust something if they can't hold it in their hand. Okay, you're right. So, let me just say this. So, you know, cash, it's tangible because you can hold it in your hand, right? So all that we have to do is make the digital Bitcoins something tangible. So They thought about this, and they already knew that there was going to be a lot of people that aren't going to end up adopting Bitcoin because it doesn't have, what is that called? Inherent value. I think so. I think that's it. It doesn't have an inherent value, right? And so because of that, they realize that you're going to want to end up making a paper, you're going to want to end up keeping it something that is of value. So they have paper wallets. Have you ever heard of those? Too hard, too much to learn. It can't really be physical. Absolutely, like right here, right here. It's just as physical as the cash that you guys are all depending on right now. So this is a Bitcoin paper wallets. By printing your own tamper-resistant Bitcoin wallets and generating your own addresses, you can minimize your exposure to hackers as well as untrustworthy people in your home or office. Just transfer your Bitcoins into your new wallets and use common sense to keep your wallet safe, the way you would jewels in ordinary cash, or give them away. Might be a very good Christmas gift. But so basically what you do is you end up creating this, you create this paper wallet by ordering stickers, and you print off your own QR codes that are unique every single time, and you will send Bitcoin to these QR codes, and it will fold together, and then as soon as you try to rip it apart to expose the QR code that's on there, it will, right here. So as soon as you rip this apart, you will scan it, and then you'll be able to take all of the coins off of that wallet. It'll look like printed money, but it has to be converted back to digital. So this is exactly what I'm explaining right here. I got one of these, like, I can't remember, like 2011, 2012, something like that. And this is really cool. So someone would have to scan it and verify it's real. So check this out, Pacific Ocean. I'm not sure how much you know about the paper wallets here, but it's some pretty cool technology. Is it perfect? No. Still flawed? Yes. Is fiat flawed? Yes. Is gold flawed? Yes. All of them have flaws. All of them have their weaknesses. But when we end up looking at the double-edged sword of everything, the positives and the negatives, we see what the risk is. So let me just show you here. So what happens is you'll end up taking this, and you would get this piece of paper, and it would have this sticker part on here, and like this would be sticky. So when I got one of these, this was sticky, and it was folded in half. So right here, that part is folded over. So you could only see this part on the back, and then on the front, you could only see this public address. And like you just said, someone would have to scan it to verify that it's real. So then what you would do is you would take your Coinbase wallet or any wallet, your blockchain wallet, and you would scan this address. And all this address does is shows you how much is in this paper wallet. Okay? Because the same private address is right here. Okay? And so what would happen is that you could end up giving this to somebody as a gift. And that's what happened to me. Somebody was like, I'm going to give you the gift of Bitcoin. And I was like, okay. And this was a long time ago. But what I was told to do was to scan the public address on the front. And then it showed me how much was inside the wallet. And then the wallet had some sticky paper on it. And then when I pulled the sticky paper off, it had this hologram on top of this. And the reason why that hologram is there is so that you can't even hold the paper up to the light and try to scan through the light. So they made it really secure on this paper. So still flawed. Before that, there was physical coin with Bitcoin code. Yeah, that's right. That's another way. That's like the cents to the dollars. And this is like the dollars to the cents of our fiat. Just another form of the same thing. Physical Bitcoin as payment is illegal in the United States. Yes, physical Bitcoin, if you're using physical Bitcoins, And if you're trying to make it in the form of a payment to somebody, and you're trying to do it completely legal, then I won't know where you're going to find any country that has built a law body in for Bitcoin yet. So, by legal definition, Bitcoin is illegal. It's not legal because there's nothing that talks about it yet. And there's nothing that can talk about it in our current legal systems because this is a whole new way of thinking. So Bitcoin, it's not legal yet. And once we build a law system that can adopt to it and enhance and exploit all of the beautiful technologies that come along with it, then we'll have a law body that will be able to say whether that's legal or not. Someone could swap the addresses. Oh yeah, they certainly could, but the thing is that like with this, you'll see your own private keys and the public keys there. And, you know, someone could give you counterfeit dollars. Someone could give you quarters that are made out of tin instead of the actual metal that it's made out of. So it's not perfect. And I thank you for calling all these things out right here. Or be tempered. Russia, Malaysia, Singapore, China banned Bitcoin. There you go. And the price of Bitcoin is going even higher. So I think it's beautiful. And I love what you're talking about here because it sounds like you have a lot of reservation around this. And like I want to help you with this because it's something that I've used to have reservation with myself. And now I completely see with the way that the world is reacting that this is going to affect us. It's going to take us over. So just to finish off with this part here, I just wanted to go ahead and say real fast that I would end up pulling this part of the paper wallet off of the address, and then I would scan that, and then it would actually put the Bitcoins from this wallet into my wallet that I wanted it on. And when I pulled the paper off of this, the paper has this way of sticking to it where you could see if it was tampered with or if anybody tried to like change anything. And it's kind of like one of those concert bandanas that you put around your arm, you know? And like whenever you try to pull it off, it will show you when you go to a concert, like if you try to pull it off, like how like all those little pieces kind of like mess up there. So yeah, like with that, like it shows you where it has been tampered with before. And so each one of these paper wallets are disposable, so they can only be used once. So I think that's awesome. And it's really, really cool. And this is just one paper wallet technology. And, you know, like you, Pacific Ocean, you know, people have done lots of research with this, and they're definitely trying to come up with the almighty, unbreakable, perfect, unflawed, unfathomable way of protecting money. And I can say that people have come up with that before, but then the balance is that how do you do that while making it attractive to the average consumer? Shining Rays is already pointing out, you know, it's going to be hard for a lot of people to adopt this because it's too hard to understand, too complicated. So what that's doing right now is that's starting to motivate entrepreneurs and make them see in the market that like we need to create services, we need to fill that gap there on making this easy for people to adopt, easy for people to comprehend and see. So that's why they came out with the BitPay card, and that's why the Shift card is here now. And that's also why when people want to store their Bitcoin in assets that are old school, then they can end up storing them in paper wallets. You don't like paper wallets? Okay, baby. Then get a coin wallet. If you're trying to pay your utility bills with a physical Bitcoin, then your utility company isn't going to know what to do with that. So of course it's going to say that's illegal. But if you come to me and you say, Seth, I would love to end up getting something from you, and I would love to pay Bitcoin for it, I'm not going to tell you it's illegal, am I? So that's where it's at. You know what I mean? I've researched it. To some, they won't know it's been tampered until scanned. Right, so scan it. You know, scan the address. Scan it right there. Do it and upload it. You'll be able to see it right there. You can scan the blockchain to see if it's been tampered with. And you know what? To some, they won't know about that. But you know what, Pacific Ocean? I think that the amount of people that aren't going to know that these paper wallets have been tampered with until scammed is going to be directly proportionate to the people that don't know that they're getting fake counterfeit bills in our society today. I think that number is going to be the exact same. And in fact, with how much transparency Bitcoin and the blockchain provides, I think that it's only going to be the same while people comprehend that they can't get away with scamming using this technology, and then it's going to start to drop. And it's going to fall, and it's going to become less risky to use Bitcoin than to use fiat dollars. Because if you look at Cyprus, and you look at other things that have been happening in the fiat world recently, you'll see that they've been robbing people. They've been stealing money. They've been taking that right out of people's bank accounts, man. So you can't trust it. You could even try to put your money in there and have somebody smile at you and say, you can trust all of us right here that we won't take your money. And then all of a sudden the government comes in and swipes everybody's accounts. And then you go into the bank and all you can do is look at them and go, we're sorry. And that's all we can say to everybody. But with the blockchain, it's different, isn't it? With the blockchain, you just rely on yourself and you rely on the worldwide network, which makes us all very accountable. Cryptocurrency comes with fees for any transactions. Sure it does. Yeah. What, you think it's going to be free? It's not going to be free. No way. No way. Miners have to have an incentive to uphold this network for you, sir, ma'am. You know, whichever gender you may be, and to anybody that's watching. But let me just ask you, those transactions, those fees, how do those fees for miners compare to the fees that we pay for armored trucks, armored guards, armored buildings, armored rooms, armored this, armored that, all to move around little squares of paper that certain people get to print off and we all have to beg for? Let's talk about it, you know? Let's talk about it. Create your dream, Bitcoin job. That's right. That's right. U.S. money has so many levels of security. You know, it says that it does, but I just want you to know, like you just said earlier in the chat, it only works because we say it works. And U.S. money can say that it has so many levels of security, and it can even show me the armored guards. It can show me the armored trucks. It can say, Seth, we got brand new Kevlar. We got brand new shiny bullets. We got silver fucking bullets, bro. That's still not going to make me believe that it's stronger than the blockchain network. Money comes with texture, fibers, cotton fibers, strip for security. Sure, so does Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just a store of value. Money used to be converted to gold. It did. Then they ended up taking all that from us, and we still, for some stupid reason, believe in money. And we still wait for them to print it out for us. And we still beg employers every 2 weeks. Can I please have a little bit of the money I made you, please? Unless you're self-employed, unless you're doing your own thing. But I'll tell you this, we all go to the same central banks and ask for them, can we please have a little bit of that money that you printed out, please? Even though we're not allowed to audit you, even though we're not allowed to know who you are, and you have to tell us how much we can spend of our money. We can't spend our money really fast. Get this, Pacific Ocean. These slave owners are gonna call me a terrorist if I want to go ahead and deposit $3,000 or $4,000 of stupid Trump dollars into a bank account, and then they're gonna have to fill out a terrorist report because that's suspicious. I mean, I just don't get it, man. It's so complex now that it's getting obsolete. And with Bitcoin, I can move $50,000 and I can go and buy a whole bunch of Litecoin, wait for it to come up a little bit, and then pull it back out. With dollars, nope, can't do that without seeming like you're some crazy freaking drug lord or something crazy, trafficking or pirate, whatever. printing is controlled by the Federal Reserve. It is, bro, and that's the problem. That's the problem. When we allow ourselves to use dollars and we allow ourselves to use money, then we allow ourselves to become slaves of the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve has rules on saying that we're not allowed to know who they are. You don't know who the owners of the Federal Reserve are. You don't get to know them. Plus, you don't get to audit them. You don't ever get to look through the books, bro. How smart are we gonna be if we say, I'm cool with that? I am so cool with you giving me money and I don't even know who you are and I can't even look at your books. I'm so down. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to invest into blockchain, not Bitcoin. Okay, you can do that. What's up, Poppy Man? Hey, glad that you ended up joining the room. Welcome to the room. My friends are your friends, so everybody welcome Poppy Man. Poppy O Man here. Federal Reserve is not controlled by the Congress. Blockchain is network. Yes, exactly. Yeah, blockchain is network. Poppy O Man, you can invest into blockchain without investing into Bitcoin. Men goes online. What's up, bro?
I was waiting over, sorry.
Oh, you're good, bro. You're good.
Hey, how's my mic sound?
Yo, your mic sounds great tonight.
I just got this today.
Nice, dude. Is it like a nice headset?
It's Logitech. Logitech 430.
430, right on. Right on, man. Yeah. Cool, dude.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Sure does. Yeah, we're just going through some stuff. We're talking about some things here, and just talking about, like, the differences between fiat dollars and Bitcoin and blockchain, and it's really cool because we've got a couple people from Periscope again, man. It's great, dude. Poppy O Man just said, yeah, but it's hard to tell people that. They don't believe me nor think it's possible. Poppy O Man, one-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. Riley, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Glad you got in. So, Poppy O Man, let me just go ahead and talk to you real fast about that. So he's saying that it's really hard to tell people about how to invest in the blockchain without investing into Bitcoin. And what I would say, Poppy O Man, is like, bro, like, it's really just about like investing into ICOs, and it's about investing into other projects. So tell your friends that and just be like, hey, you can invest US dollars into certain ICOs and certain projects. There are certain projects out there that are building blockchains that have nothing to do with Bitcoin. So tell him blockchain is the technology behind the currency, and that technology is being applied to hospitals, to governments, to law bodies, to everything. And that's a good way.
Hey, actually, we were asking about the blockchain. You can download this wallet, the one we're using, the Exodus. When you're on the wallet, there's a link you can go to. It's for the blockchain, like for all the coins that's on there.
That's right. Are you talking about blockchain.info?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, Poppy O Man, not sure if you know about this already, but you probably do. And blockchain.info is a website that like shows the whole blockchain, and you can show them like, look, this is the blockchain, and this blockchain right here, you can get a wallet with it, and the wallet supports not just Bitcoin but Ethereum. So that is a good way for you to prove to your friend that the blockchain is not coin specific. I'm gonna quote that. That's fresh. Totally agree. I'm pro blockchain. Yeah, dude, the blockchain is not coin specific. Totally agree. I'm pro blockchain and against Bitcoin. Right on. Hey, man, that's the beauty of the world. You could have whatever, opinions that you want on that. Give me just a second. I'm going to grab something to drink.
Hey, yo, this is going on. This is what like,
Boom, boom. All right, I'm back. I got some water and I got some chocolate. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to thank everybody that is joining us here tonight. you know, this there's a chat that I have set up so that way we can all get into a voice chat. So anybody that has Discord, I'm gonna go ahead and pop the link up here into chat right now. So go ahead and just click on that link if you guys want to join us and join in on the fun, because you know this is like a forum. It's for discussion. So check it out.
Hey, yo, my payout will be soon. It'll be happening in 15 minutes.
Oh boy, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So anybody that's looking at it right now, just take a just to catch up. Mango here just bought his first contract with Genesis Mining last night, and it's awesome because he's about to get his first payout, and it's one of the first payouts that, man, it's gonna change you, man. Because then today, after we had talked about this last night on the stream, if you guys watched that, we had talked about how, you know, there's going to be that I want to personally have always some Bitcoin set aside in case Genesis Mining opens up its open-ended Bitcoin mining contracts, and then boom, like not even 24 hours later. Yeah.
All of a sudden.
Dude, like not even 12 hours later. So I'm like, this is so cool. So yeah, man, like right when I got that message, I was like, oh my God, I gotta tell Mango. And like I said that to my girlfriend, and like I got online, I placed all of these orders. I was like hitting up all my friends. And so
Hey, you know that when you use my my code, you want to know how much I got? I got 0.0563 terahash.
oh dang, you're talking about from my referral code, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a ton. I almost got 1 terahash, or almost close to 0.1 terahash.
You know, that's amazing. So you guys, what he's talking about right now is that Genesis Mining promo code. So look in the description of my previous videos. When you use my promo code, you'll get 3% off on your order, and you'll give me a tiny percent of some hash power. And then when you do that, I'll get an email. Oh, you're good, bro. But I'll get an email, and then you guys will end up seeing, send me a screenshot that you use my promo code and send me your promo code, and then I will use your code on my next order, just like I did with Mango right here, and you'll get some free hash power for life. So definitely let me know about that.
Actually, not to be a dick to correct you, it's
What's
not for like whatever how long your contract is, we just get that same amount.
So the one that I got today was open-ended, and that's for life.
Oh snap! Fuck, it hit me and I'm gonna get it forever then.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah!
Yes. So yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, you know, if you bought into some 2-year contract, if I bought a 2-year contract again with somebody's code, then they would only get the discount for 2 years. But I'm only buying lifetime contracts now. So yeah, dude, you just got passive income until Bitcoin is no longer profitable. And there are some people. I know there's some people in the chat right now that are saying that Bitcoin may not be profitable, or they don't. Well, they just don't believe in the Bitcoin right now, and I think that's totally fine for you to not believe in Bitcoin and for it to still be profitable. Going.
Just 8.1 right now.
Yep. 8.1K. So let's see here. Shining Rays was pointing out that I put up the link in chat. So there you go. Did you hear about Bitcoin futures? I did, and I've reported on that a couple times, Poppy, oh man. Bitcoin futures are coming out, and it's going to change the game big time for sure. Next, let's see, just an FYI, someone is on YouTube. They can't access the links. Okay, hey, thank you so much for pointing that out, Shining Rays. Let me go ahead and get up on the YouTube and try to pop that in there. Don't put all... Perfect. Appreciate you. Pacific Ocean, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You're right, I'm diversifying. And if you subscribe and you follow on Twitch, and I think on YouTube I'll start doing that as well, but on Twitch I'm definitely going to make some subscriber only videos where I'm going to show you that I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. So if Genesis Mining shut down at some point, the kid's not really going to be hurting. So don't worry, we're good. Let's see. It will be on CME exchange and regulated by FCC. If there's demand, they will supply it. You're right, Papio, man, they will. And guess what? There's gonna be huge demand, people that don't understand Bitcoin, like what Shining Rays was talking about earlier, that think it's too hard, those are going to be the ones that are going to go right over to CME and they're going to be like, can you please hold my money for me and turn it into Bitcoin, please? I can't do it myself. So
You want me to give them the link for the Discord, right?
sure, yeah, put in the Discord, yeah. Let's see, it will
There you go, YouTube people.
yeah, go in the YouTube guys, check it out. You he's posting up a link.
I can send link on YouTube.
Oh, okay, let me try.
If you want.
Damn it. Okay, so in
Here, I got you. Just type in HTTP in front of Discord. Oh, I can't do that.
wow, bot's good. All right, let me see if I can get it in there. So Impulpilled7, hey, thank you for joining the room, man. You know, my friends are your friends. Welcome to the room. Everybody saying what's up to Impulpilled. Ciao, merhaba, holla, salam to anybody that's watching from Middle East.
Here, yo, I'm gonna follow you on my YouTube channel that I made.
Nice.
I want to start posting stuff now.
Yeah, bro. Perfect. And so let me go in and get into the live streaming. I'm trying to get into the chat for you guys. That's what I hate about YouTube, bro. I'm like, how come I can't direct message fools? This is crazy. So, all right. Boom. Did that work? Issues. It said issues with the Discord link you sent. Shining Rays, what's going on? You know what else, you guys? I will go ahead and I will put this up here right here too. So go to
You can put on your description, you know that.
It is in my description, guys. Go to the description of any of my past videos and it says join the community. And that's my Discord room. It says Discord community channel. But also in the browser right here, I'm showing you too. If you go to discordapp.com/invite/XC. What, are you about to get on Dota?
No, 1 more minute. I'm about to get the payout.
Ooh, perfect, bro. Yeah, let me know when that hits. It's going to be so good.
Because it's every 24 hours. Last night I got it at 10:23.
Perfect, perfect. Nice. Error message, check text. Huh. I don't know what the error message is. Try to copy this link here into your room. Or actually, let's see here. Discord app. Let's see if this will work. If I take off the HTTPS.
No, that doesn't work either.
Damn it. Good man. I'm glad you tried.
Oh, actually, here, I think I found the way to
Okay. Stegaduse 5. Hey, Hedge. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being part of the room. Glad you made it tonight. So we're talking a lot about like fiat currencies, cryptocurrencies. It's just a good place to hang out and, you know, talk about what's on your mind because there's so many things that are evolving so fast. And how are you guys seeing that? Like, I'm not even able to see the YouTube chat. It says, like, I see live chat here, but, like...
Okay, I'm gonna send it.
Yeah. Salam. Good evening, guys. Thank you so much, bro. See, look at... You guys can see what I'm seeing now.
Just put HTTP in front of this. Discord, and then that. It's all linked together.
Perfect. Let's see. I see it just said Discord in the chat.
And then log GG. And then /that. Yeah. Just put HTTP in front of that and you should be good.
You're right, bro. We could do it like this too. We could do Discord app. And then I'll pop that in the chat.
I already did that on YouTube. I'm not sure if people can see it.
Dang. How can I... Dang, I wish I could make this like even shorter. I want to like go to do the Bitly thing. But if you guys go to discord.com/invite/QC or XCQC3C, that's my server.
Wait, did I invite you back to the wrong channel? I thought I invited you to the wrong channel.
It's all good. All good.
I have like 5 different. I own two servers and 3 other people that like.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Well, shoot, guys. Like, yeah, I'm trying to end up getting this set up here. See if I can like. Why it won't go in YouTube. If you guys are watching this from YouTube, this is kind of a reason why I'm like, try to watch it from Twitch, because it's not only going to help me out a lot, but it's also going to allow you guys to click on links and all kinds of stuff. Say that one more time. Okay, so this.
I got it. It's HTTP the 2.discord.gg/lowercase d/f capital A and capital U capital X and lowercase p.
Perfect.
That's the link. Oh, actually, you know you can add people actually. It's bad that way.
Hey, maybe there is a way that I can like integrate this into YouTube. This is fun. We're doing it all live. Yeah, we're all learning together tonight. Connect this to your, oh, it says your partnered YouTube or your partnered Twitch account. I don't have partners. I'm not like that yet. Someone would have to wait quite some time for Bitconnect payout. Even when I click the link through Twitch, I still get an error message. Ugh. This is lame.
I'm using Twitch right now. It's working.
Okay.
Oh, I think you posted wrong.
Am I posting the wrong one?
Yeah.
Discord.gg.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, go to Discord, and it's this one.
What do I...
It's the one.
Samantha just showed up. Hold my beer. Yo, that's awesome.
That's good.
Cool.
Hey, hi, what up?
What's up? Yeah.
If you can hear me, here, just go on YouTube. You know how the thing I post, Discord, whatever. Just put HTTP in front of it, and then copy everything I type in there. No space. You should be fine.
There you go.
Able to join the Discord now.
There you go, guys. There you go. And then...
I also just post a link on Twitch.
Perfect.
The link for the channel.
Perfect. And then, so yeah, so then to anybody that just showed up in the Discord room, what you'll do is you'll like look over on the left-hand side and there will be these voice channels on the left, and you'll come down and click on temp room, and it's Test, test. Boom, plugging it back in. Test, test. Now I'm going to open up the Discord again. Is that working again? Are we back? Yay? No? Okay, cool. Good deal, good deal. Alright, and so I'm also starting up the Discord again. So I was like, maybe that took it over. So now the Discord is starting up. Let's see if after... Alright, I'm back. Cool. Okay, good. Cool, so back in here. Okay. Nice. I'm also going to start doing a screen. Alright. Maybe I can find this. Boom. Check this out. I'm bringing up the Discord too. Now you guys should be able to see it on stream. Nice. We can add you. Let's see, like what you'll do is you'll come over here on the SS one, the Sovereign Starseed server, and then over here on the left hand side, you'll come down to voice channels and under temp room. That's where you'll be able to see that. There we go. Nice. All right. So wait, if they just search hashtag 9074, that comes up with you. Wow. Connection info, my user settings. There's so much to Discord, bro. I'm so amazed by all of it. They have a streamer mode. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, she was saying that she's going to end up getting into work another day, so it's all good. I can also show her what's going on. So, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, this is definitely cool, guys. Like, you know, anybody else that has any questions, you know, throw them out in chat. Let's talk about it for a minute because this is cool, and I'm just really glad that you got some hash power now. You got it for life. It's just the beginning. So, yeah, dude, make sure that you get in there and you set that up, man, and get those Bitcoin contracts going because I can't believe they're still open. Like, they should be sold out by now. Did you get your payout? Okay. Bye, Shining Rays. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great night. Yeah. Okay. It's all good. Sometimes they're delayed a little bit, but like they usually always like come around before the next 24 hours, and then also like if they're delayed too long, then you could send support a message and then they'll look into it and get you your money. Yep. So yeah. Yes, bro, that's a smart move. That's where I'm like getting a lot of information from them too. Except I also email them now because I'm all like, yep, yep, same. Not yet. I was looking into it some more, and I was like, this looks awesome. It looks like it might melt my computer though, because it could do everything. It looks like it might melt my computer because it's like really powerful. 1 GB of RAM. Jeez, that's awesome. Okay then. Hold on. And I was hearing that it's way more than just a browser. Like it's like multiple things. That's cool, man. Hearing you being so excited about it gets me excited about it. I'm like, man, I should check this out. Nice. That's kind of like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. In fact, like, yeah, let's find that out. Let's see. Because on YouTube, I just know it's kind of limited right now. Where I'm like, man, I want to be able to direct message people. Nice. Let's see. When you, how do you send a message? About. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Right on. I'm gonna send her one too. Like, here you go. She might get spammed. Bam. That's so cool. Right on. Anybody else that's watching? You got any questions about anything too? Like anything about Bitconnect? If you have any questions, like let me know. Like ask and let's talk about it. If not here, I'm gonna end up taking off here in just a moment because yeah, I'm gonna end up working on some things. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna talk to some people in Boulder, Colorado tomorrow about cryptocurrency and this. Yeah, yeah. So I got to get ready for that, and like I was gonna show them about the Signal app. Have you ever heard about the Signal app? It's pretty cool. It's like an encrypted chat app that it's I don't know. I like it, man. Like because like it has encrypted messages back and forth, and Signal. Edward Snowden used it. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Like there's. Oh, right on. Is it like hush mail or something like that? Hmm. Interesting. It's all good. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I haven't heard about that yet, but you know, like I know that like there's so many of these things that are gonna be coming out soon. Like, Encrypted chat's gonna be big. What happened? Are you not getting your payout because I changed the minimum? Okay. Yeah, so that's because of the transaction fees. And so anybody that's watching, what he's talking about is that up here it says, as of today, due to Bitcoin wallets changing enormous fees on small payouts and some exchanges raising the minimum deposit thresholds, we've raised the minimum payout threshold for Bitcoin contracts from 0.0015 to 0.002. So, yep, it's something that, yeah, like what you're gonna want to end up having, like, I don't know. I was looking at that earlier, and you'll have about 15 to 16 terahash before you'll get paid out every day 200,000 satoshis, because 0.002 is 200,000 satoshis. Good question. I don't know. I think like less than 20. It's all good. We all start somewhere. 1633 right now is what 0.002 is. So yeah, if you have 2 terahash, then you're gonna be getting like probably like an eighth of that. So yeah, dude, like, you know, I started out with 2 terahash, and every single time that Genesis Mining has opened these things up, I've always had like a few $100s laying around from like Bitconnect or something else, and I'm always, oh man, I'm gonna throw this all at Genesis Mining. So okay, yeah, have you already signed up? Okay, cool. Well, shoot, man, like I can go through that. I'll probably end up doing that like on like an investor video, and we'll just go through like the how-to. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'll definitely show you because it's so good. I love Bitconnect, and everybody's trying to take it down. And what I think is really cool, yeah. Yep. Yep. You're right. And so, like, I mean, and you can do that with the exchanges too. And what I think is that when everybody tries to take down something good like BitConnect and it still survives, then that means that this thing is like bulletproof, in my opinion. Mhm. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. You can. I just don't see the point in it because putting more hash power into one account is amazing and focusing everything at once. Mhm. Yeah, that is a good question. You would be able to purchase, like, you'd be able to save 3% each time, and give yourself tiny little 3% bonuses, but then you'd have 2 accounts with split hash power, and it would take you longer to get up to that 0.002. But yeah, man, like there's 100 ways to work this, so I like that. I like thinking about that. It's hard to cheat this, man, because like, you know, it's just paying out, and like, yeah, I would just call it leveraging it, man. Like, I don't even think you're cheating. Like, you're just trying to figure out like the best way to like make your money work for you the hardest, and that's what I was telling my friends. Some of my friends are like, no, I'm okay with just leaving my money in Bitcoin, and I was like, that's okay, but I want you to put your money from Bitcoin into like Bitconnect, because then it's gonna pay you back in Bitcoin, but it's also been working for you. So, yeah. Oh, really? Into. Oh, I am so jealous, dude. You know what I'm gonna. Super rich, driving Lamborghinis. Dang, yeah. So he lives in Beverly Hills. Wow. So yeah, yeah, like, that'll be you at some point, because this type of stuff is, it's gonna shoot through the roof, man. Man, that is so crazy. Like, see, I'm even thinking about getting some credit, and if I get a credit card and they let me have access to it fast enough, then I probably would get a credit card and put it all into Genesis mining. Especially if it's one of those credit cards where you don't have to pay it for like 12 or 18 months. Dang. That is cool. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so I do. Basically, what that would entail would just be like us going into like so the bot that I use, I get it from the developer right away, and so you and I would just kind of like go into a chat room with the developer, and I would help you get your exchange account activated with him. So like if you have Poloniex or Bittrex. Yeah, I would use Bittrex. Yep. Yep, I'll show BITTREX.com. And then sign up here, and yeah, it's pretty cool, man. There isn't any link or anything I can give you, so just go for it. But yeah, like this is the one that I have where, um, yeah, I trade with bots, and it's so much fun. It's so fun. Yeah, but if you don't watch it, they can lose money for you too, which is something everybody that's listening to this should know, is that there is possibility of losing it. Sometimes, yeah, because the markets change and cryptocurrency is very unpredictable. And so like a bot is like it's like a hammer and nails, and it's a tool, but the hammer and nails isn't gonna build a house. You have to know how to work the hammer and nails, and so the bot can go at a market, but you have to show it how to go at the market, and that's what we would end up. I would show you more of is like how to make strategies with it, so like it's always making you something profitable, because it's taken me a while to get mine down. But it's so cool, and yeah, I would love to show it to you at some point. We'll end up doing some investment streams on that. Nice, nice. Well, shoot, man, I think I'm gonna end up getting off my stream here, and then yeah, I'm just gonna end up doing some other things for the work tomorrow. But yeah, man, like let me know if you have any other questions through Discord. All right. All right. Cool. Cool. All right, man. Well then, yeah, I am gonna say thank you to anybody else that's watching this right now. Thank you so much for tuning in for Sovereign Starseed. We always try to bring you at least the crypto news every night, 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or 5 Universal Time. And yes, so stay tuned, because tomorrow night we're gonna come back another episode at 10 p.m. in about 24 hours. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see